Brandon Blackstock and Blake Shelton's relationship explained. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Long before meeting Kelly Clarkson, Brandon Blackstock found himself thrust into the music industry. After watching his father, Narvel Blackstock, find success as a manager for several high-profile musicians, Brandon decided to follow in his dad's footsteps and work for various musicians at Starstruck Entertainment. According to the company's website, Starstruck Entertainment manages several successful singers, including Blake Shelton and Carly Pearce. While attending rehearsals for the 2006 ACM Awards, Brandon had the opportunity to meet Clarkson, who was being managed by Narvel at the time. What came next was a unique love story with Clarkson and an even closer connection to Shelton. As family and friends mourn the death of Brandon, who died private battle with cancer, keep reading to better understand the manager's relationship with Shelton. Although they met years prior, Clarkson and Brandon didn't officially start dating until 2012 after reconnecting at Super Bowl XLVI. While Clarkson was in attendance to perform the national anthem, Shelton was singing America the Beautiful alongside his now ex-wife Miranda Lambert. I was so nervous because it wasn't that I didn't want to suck for the millions of people watching. I didn't want to suck because I was trying to impress a guy. Clarkson joked to SiriusXM in 2017. I wanted Brandon to be like Dan. It had nothing to do with the Super Bowl. Before Brandon proposed to Clarkson, Shelton offered a bit of advice to his friend and manager. I told Brandon, man, you need to grow up and figure out that you need to marry this girl. I am going to go on record saying, I will do the music at the wedding or whatever you want to do. I'll be that guy, Shelton told Holly Scoop in 2012. 1 year later, Clarkson and Brandon got married at Blackberry Farms in Tennessee. Blake's not only singing, he's marrying us, Clarkson told Entertainment Tonight before the ceremony. He totally is. He's done it before with people. Blake Shelton reacts to Kelly Clarkson and Brandon Blackstock's divorce. After Clarkson chose to file for divorce from Brandon in June 2020, the pair went through a long and public court battle. While Shelton didn't directly comment on the split, TMZ reported in 2021 that the former voice coach terminated his professional relationship with Brandon. Another source shared with us in 2021 that Brandon had all but quit the music industry, making it easier for Clarkson and Shelton to keep their friendship strong. Blake and Kelly are extremely close, the insider told us at the time. Their friendship and bond goes beyond the business. Country music fans and entertainment insiders alike have long been fascinated by the complex relationship between Blake Shelton and Brandon Blackstock, a connection that was part friendship, part professional partnership, and at times tangled in personal drama. Their story spans years of collaboration in the music industry, intersecting with family ties and public speculation, making it a topic that continues to draw attention, especially in light of recent events involving both men. From the beginning, their association seemed promising. Brandon, the former husband of Kelly Clarkson and son of music manager Narvel Blackstock, was deeply embedded in the Nashville scene. He worked as a talent manager with ties to some of country music's biggest names, and Blake Shelton, one of the genre's most recognizable figures, was among his most high-profile clients. Their partnership was built on mutual benefit. Blake trusted Brandon's business acumen, and Brandon capitalized on Blake's unstoppable momentum in country music. During their professional peak, Blake was delivering hit after hit on the charts, serving as a staple on The Voice, and expanding his brand beyond music. Brandon was there behind the scenes ensuring tours ran smoothly, deals were signed, and career moves were strategically executed. But like many relationships in the entertainment industry, theirs was also shaped by personal connections that blurred the lines between business and friendship. Brandon's marriage to Kelly Clarkson in 2013 made him part of an extended entertainment family. Clarkson was a fellow voice coach and close to Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani. The four often appeared together in public events and interviews, laughing and trading playful jabs, adding to the image of a tight-knit circle. However, behind the scenes, the pressures of the music industry, business disagreements, and personal struggles began to strain the dynamic. Brandon's role as Blake's manager meant navigating a high-pressure environment with endless negotiations and the challenge of balancing friendship with Rumors business. Circulated over the years about tensions related to contracts and money, though both sides avoided making direct public accusations. Still, the cracks in their professional relationship became more visible over time. The turning point came when Kelly Clarkson filed for divorce from Brandon in 2020, citing irreconcilable differences. The divorce quickly turned contentious, with disputes over property custody and finances playing out in court documents and the media. While the split was between Clarkson and Blackstock, its ripples were felt throughout their shared circle, including Blake and Gwen. Reports at the time suggested that the breakup made things awkward between Blake and Brandon, especially since Kelly remained close with Blake and Gwen through The Voice and mutual friends. Although neither publicly confirmed a falling out, the distance between the two men became more apparent after the divorce. Brandon stepped back from talent management and shifted his focus to running his Montana ranch, effectively ending his working relationship with Blake Shelton. For Blake, the change marked the end of an era professionally. He had worked with Brandon through some of his most successful years, and moving on meant finding a new team to manage his music and television commitments. Still, there was no public war of words, which led some to believe there was lingering respect despite the changes. The relationship between the two wasn't entirely severed in the eyes of fans. Over the years, Blake occasionally referenced the past in interviews, though never in a way that stirred controversy. Observers noted that his comments often hinted at nostalgia for earlier years in his career, when the music industry felt smaller and more personal for him. Brandon, meanwhile, largely disappeared from the public eye, focusing on his life away from the spotlight. In recent times, interest in their history resurfaced, especially following news of Brandon Blackstock's health battles and eventual passing after a private fight with cancer. This tragic development brought a more reflective tone to conversations about him within the country music world. Many who had worked with Brandon, including those once rumored to have had tense relationships with him, expressed condolences and shared memories of his humor, drive, and loyalty to his clients. For Blake Shelton, the loss was a reminder of the deeply personal connections that form in the industry, connections that can outlast contracts and chart-topping singles. Even though their paths had diverged, the years they spent working together left a lasting mark on both of their careers and lives. The evolution of their relationship from trusted business partners to distant acquaintances is emblematic of how unpredictable the entertainment industry can be. Careers rise and fall, personal lives change dramatically, and the people who once seemed inseparable can drift apart. Yet there is an undeniable history between Blake and Brandon built on countless late-night phone calls, tour bus meetings, and industry events. Theirs was a bond forged in both success and strain, a mix of camaraderie and complexity that is hard to replicate. Today, as fans look back on Blake Shelton and Brandon Blackstock's relationship, it is clear that it cannot be summed up as simply friendly or fractured. It was instead a multifaceted connection shaped by shared ambitions, personal ties, and the inevitable challenges of blending business with friendship. While their story has no neat ending, it remains a significant chapter in the modern history of country music. A reminder that even in a competitive, high-stakes industry, the relationships formed behind the scenes can be as influential as the music itself. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our American Idol YouTube channel for more updated news.